Discipline. Our waist is 23. 23 divided by 3.14. So we got
7.
7. So that 7 now you will now add it to the length of her,
which is 18.
Skirt, which is 18. So please don't forget that there's a band or minus band. Sorry, I forgot to add. Please.
Okay.
Yes, minus band 2 inches or 1.5. So we're adding that 7 to like 16 bar. Remember we've taken our band. So 7 plus
that's 23.
Is it 16 or 15?
Her length is 18.
Yes, so we want to minus band 2 inches.
Is it from the 18 or?
Yes,
okay.
From the 18.
So now be
don't forget
16.
that you have to add minus band. Yes.
So
16. 7 plus 16.
To 23.
23. So you get your material 23 or 3 in 2 places. Yeah? Why does this tape like missing? So that 23 you have it in 23 you get it in 2 places. So this is our first 23. Okay. Then you measure another 23. So it's in fold. It's on fold, sorry. So remember when I did this one, we have it's on fold. So what you do next is, as it's on fold like this, you now form a triangle with it like this. Can you see capture? Form a triangle. Okay. Okay. So automatically, I always like to move out this part because I go cut and come out. So I always like to move out this part. I like to cut out this part because I no longer
we are working with
you're working with this. You understand? And it's safe to cut out this part so that your circle no will go encroach on this part. You still need that for something straight. Sorry, John. Just this one, I sharp scissors. So you fully folded on the triangle. So now we're working like this, exactly. So now this is the tip of your material. So every other measurement we do now from this part. Okay.
So this is 3.
No, 7. Remember this half circle. So from the tip of my material, I will measure 7 all around. It's a circle. So you have to take 7 all around. Okay. Okay. So if you want to check the length of your skirt, you can check from this side. What's the length of our skirts? Plus, did we add sewing allowance?
No, minus. Okay, no.
Remember we had our skirt to be 18, we minus 2 for band, which is 16. 16 plus 7.
23.
23. You will need sewing allowance now, Abby?
Yes.
So that's 24.
24.
So let's just take the 24 round. The car is it going? Can I? We're taking 24 round. Thank you. So the 24 should go around. So now you want to get the length of your skirt because of sewing allowance.
Okay.
So it doesn't affect the length. Here we're going to your waist. Here is the length of your skirt. Okay. So what happened?
Yes.
So, I forgot to show something in full second. I'll show something back. So if you want your measurement to be exactly on your waistline, if you want to have excess, you cut directly on your chalk line, or you can go below it. If you want to do some little pleats on that, whatever is a skirt. But if you don't want, just cut directly on it. It will be accurate plus your zipper allowance. So why I said I don't like to add allowance is if I stretch this thing now.
Okay, stretch.
You understand? Her total length is supposed to be 17 bar. By the time you're done sewing, ironing, if you don't enter 19 because of the stretchiness, that's bias for you. Bias is really stretchy.
But if it's not stretching materials.
You stretch it now.
As long as
As long as
I
you
am.
lay it on an angle.
Even if the material now
Who is not carrying?
out, sorry, I'm coming.
Okay.
I'll cut out this factory edge. So once I open it, see this middle, I will notch it. Yes, this is our middle. If you want us to check her waist measurements now, plus my sewing allowance.
Very small.
If you want us to check her waist measurement plus her sewing
I'm
allowance,
still fasting.
Oh, yeah.
That's true.
her waist is 20,
23.
23.
That's 11.
Hallelujah. Please turn on the iron.
Supposed to be 11 point something.
11.7.
On Wednesday, my waist is
25.
Yes, 25. I'm fasting today.
11 and a half.
Okay.
I'm fasting.
So it's still okay if you put your zip allowance to be firm. Once she's sewing this thing, she drown and finish. If you know, take careful. Sure you see. 24. You still have zipper allowance inside. I did not add zipper allowance when I was cutting it. But sure you see, that's bias for you. It stretches. So what you do next is add your band, just zip, close them. If I want to put this to a sleeve, I'll put it on the sleeve and gather it into that sleeve. I want a waist skirt. That's
I prefer full. I prefer
the effect of. This is the effect of fashion.
You're off. Let your waist go.
So you just have your radius. Okay? So you just find one side that will be your zipper allowance. This is like this, right? So you just look for one side that will be your zipper allowance and look for one side that will be your center fold. So some people like to use the longer parts. Then here will be, let me just slash one side open for us.
Some usually cut like this.
Yes.
The sleeve.
Sleeve
Yes.
or flare.
Yes.
I've never heard of that too. So you notch, since you've opened one side, you notch one side to be your waist. You understand? So when that person wears this material now, you see, it's handkerchief. Some sides, they're not equal, you can see. So if I had wanted this side to be my middle, or the longer side to be my middle, I would slash on the side that is short. Then this side will be long. You understand?
Can use any size.
So
Can you
yes,
use any
it's just that you make your square equal. You're not going that as I measure that thing around. You understand? So this is handkerchief.
Understand?
You understand? So I don't want to use my material. If I wanted a handkerchief flare, let's say the total of my skirt is 19. Once I take on my radius, I'll make sure here's 19, here's 19, here's 19.
Okay.
Wait, okay, after the radius.
After the radius,
After
because
the
you need the
radius.
radius to enter where you want it to be. Skirt, sleeve, you understand? After the radius. Even before the radius, if you don't do the calculation on YouTube, let's say everything is 26. I said that 26, your radius is 3. So everything that is remaining will be an equal figure all round. You're not taking this curve again.
Understand?
So that is it for flare. Full circle, half circle. Whatever it is you're doing, times 2 or times 3.
Times 2.
A very soft
Same thing with
material.
gather.
Yes, the same thing with gathers. Same thing with gathers. Inside that gather set, you can still do gypsy. So the first layer of our remaining gypsy, remember it's 3 layers we want to do. So that first layer, 32 divided by 3.
Is it the waist?
No. The remaining
The
length. This is the waist of your skirt now. You're not working with the waist of the skirt. 32, for instance, I'm just saying
That's
32, 10 bar.
10.6.
So each layer will be 10.6.
10.6.
Don't forget to send allowance 11.6. So you will get 11.6 for each layer, for instance now, okay? She can close that door, please. Let's say this is our 11.6, okay? That's the first one. For instance, so our 11.6, you will now measure what you have here times 2 or times 3. Let's say, for instance, I have 3. When you open it, it's 6. So 6 times 3 or 6 times 4 because this material is
Okay,
not
that was
much
for the
Okay,
length.
it will be
for the width.
the first
What
one.
am I saying?
Yes.
Length for the width.
Exactly.
Okay, width and
Exactly.
length.
So when you're done, you've gotten it, you will now gather here into that place. That will be for the first one.
The second one, what will
The
you sew it
second
to?
one is here, whatever it is you have here, times 2 or times 3. The same thing you did here. So the size.
Depends how wide you want it to be.
It depends on the size. If you're working with a thick fabric, just do 1.5 or 2.
I want to sew this one. So wow.
So the next one should be bigger than this.
The next one
The next one
has
should be bigger than this. So that is how you do it. You just gather and gather and gather. At the end of the day,
but the same
the
length.
same length, please remember.
Minus the half, then divide the other one by
Exactly.
3.
That is if you want so this one should be more. For instance, this you. This one should be more. Okay. So once you gather this one, you go enter here because you use more than it. So once you gather this one, in no case should you use the same measurement because it's gypsy. Gypsy is one is to be bigger than the other, one is to be bigger than the other. So do you understand?
Yes.
Okay, so what are gypsy on top
On
each
it,
other? Once
yes.
you bring
Okay,
That's BB.
clothes for gypsy. So that's how the customer wants it. You